Alright guys, we are coming to you today from our home base. We just got done with a camping trip and we wanted to show you an alternative way to cook outside, and especially in these summer months. In Texas here, it is ridiculously hot.
Yeah, and you don't want to heat up your camper. It's already hard enough to cool it down when you're camping, so, you know, try to cook outside, and we have something for that now.
This heat is just ridiculous, and keeping the rig cool with the air conditioner can be challenging at times, so we're going to show you that piece of equipment, and then Rhonda's going to show you our new recipe for keto lasagna that we make on the road that is tasty.
Yeah, so this is like a keto in the camper plus a new cooking gadget for camping, so it's kind of a 2-in-1 video.
It's a combo.
All right, let's make some keto lasagna in the camper. All right, this is a approximately 5x9 loaf pan. For the sauce, I get the lowest carb sauce I can find. Most of the time it's Classico. Tomatoes are inherently carby, so be sure to look for ones with low to no added sugar. So spoon a few tablespoons full of sauce into the bottom of the loaf pan and spread it around a little bit just to coat the bottom. Next, you're going to want to add your layer of deli sliced chicken. Any deli chicken that isn't loaded with honey or added sugars will do. Next, add a thin layer of shredded mozzarella cheese. I'm using Kroger's store brand mozzarella, and I also alternate with an Italian blend as well. After the shredded cheese, add several dollops of ricotta cheese. Spread it around if you can. I obviously had a difficult time with this. It doesn't have to look pretty. Next up is the ground beef. I cooked this beforehand with some Weber garlic parm seasoning. But when camping and traveling, dried spice blends can be your friend. Add a thin layer of the ground beef, making sure it's spread out evenly. Now that you have the first set of layers built, you can repeat these steps until you have as many layers as your heart desires, or as many as your pan allows. The only difference with the subsequent layers is you do the sauce on top of the chicken instead of beneath it. I mean, you can do it how you like, it will work either way. Just add sauce. Unlike regular lasagna, this will not soak up the liquid the way the noodles in a traditional lasagna will. So the more sauce you use, the more liquid you will have when it's done cooking. This is not really keto in the strictest sense. We do dirty keto or lazy keto, which is counting net carbs, and it works for us. This is on the higher side of even net carbs, so just be aware of your carbs and your ingredients and adjust accordingly. It certainly is low carb, as there is no pasta and a very low carb or low sugar sauce is used. So once it's built, cover tightly with some foil and cook. Here is where our new outdoor oven comes in.
Today we are looking at the Range Master pizza oven attachment for the flat top grill that we have. Now this would actually fit onto a Blackstone. We have the Range Master one. We got it from Aldi. We got this from Aldi as well. With the hopes that maybe we can cook other things out here and not heat up the trailer when it's so hot. It's roughly 105 degrees today in Texas, so we're just looking for some different alternatives. So I'm gonna unbox it and we'll take a look at it. Now this cardboard is extremely thin. Alright, so it looks like it's upside down, but right here you see we have, it's basically just an attachment that's going to go on top of your Blackstone, or for our case, the other flat top grill that we have. So I'm going to finish, and then we'll get it set up and see how it works. All right, so as you can see, the heat chambers in here, builds up in here, and creates an oven. Pretty simple, but hopefully it's effective. All right, so as you can see, it just sits up right on top of the flat top. This is a 17-inch flat top, so your Blackstone would work as well, or other different brands. They say you can actually put this on top of a normal grill. Now there's a burn ban in effect here, so we won't be doing that, but you know, basically it's going to chamber all this heat up the stone here, and the whole cavity should fill up and create a nice cooking environment. And you can monitor your temperature right here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and test fire it and see if we're getting heat to the unit, and go from there. All right, so while that's doing that, me and Bear are just going to chill out here. Well, 104 degrees, not really going to chill, but at least we're in the shade. Isn't that right, Bear? And for those of you wondering, he is on a tie out. We still have his leash on him. All right, so this is going slow. I don't know if it's the first time I'm using it or whatnot, but right now we're about 135, 140 degrees, and it's been going for probably about 10 minutes or so, so we'll keep you informed. All right, so we're 20 minutes in and just shy of 200 degrees. I'm guessing it's because this is new and everything, so we'll see. It's looking like we're gonna have to allot for a lot of warm-up time, but we shall see. All right, so here is the lasagna in the pizza oven, and we're gonna see how this cooks. All right, so we are 30 minutes in, still hovering right around 200. I mean, it's definitely hot in there. It's cooking. So, I guess we're just gonna see. Alright, so we're about 25 minutes in, and we're gonna take a look and see what this thing looks like so far.
We should probably have a
Hot pad?
hot pad that we didn't have.
No.
I'll look around this.
Alright, so one thing we found was that the thermometer that's on top of it is a little misleading. We used our regular stem thermometer, and it got up to temperature, so far so good. We're going to add some cheese and melt this thing together now. And the best thing about this, we're not heating up the trailer.
Yes, the heat stays outside and we stay cool inside.
So obviously this would not cook everything because you're limited on the size that you can put in there. But surprisingly, we're able to get a loaf pan in and be perfect for lasagna for two. Keto lasagna for two. So. Let me hand that to you so I don't drop it. All right. All right, so it's been a little bit later now to pull out the lasagna and see what it looks like.
nice and bubbly.
All right, so I've showed you how to use this thing on the flat top. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually show you how this can go on top of a regular grill, especially if you're at the campsite and you wanna use one of their grills, or you know, whatever kind of grill, this thing will work. So first thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get my regular grill all set up. And then we're just gonna place this right on top. So as you can see, it fits perfectly. The holes in the bottom are gonna heat up that pizza stone. I'm gonna drop the flame real low for right now. Get that going, and then here in a little bit, I'll slide the pizza on. Just like that, it's just that easy. All right, so we're gonna sit there and let that cook, and we'll check it out when it's done. Look at that. We hope you enjoyed this video, and let us know down below what are some of the ways that you cook alternatively outside of the camper, or you know, are you using a pressure cooker, a crock pot, an air fryer? You know, what are you doing to help keep the inside of your rig cool? You know, we're always looking for new things.
Yeah, we use a instant pot, and we use a crock pot sometimes.
Yeah.
And a lot of time I do use the camper oven, but it's too hot to do that right now.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to keep that rig at a comfortable temperature. You know, I mean, what was it? It was 105 degrees the other day at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and
Yeah.
just, you know, the AC was working overtime.
Yeah, it just wasn't cooling off.
And our bellies were hungry, so you know, cooking outside, even though it's
kind of a pain because you're out in the heat, but you can come back in and eat it. So,
yeah, and
without heating up everything.
Yeah, and with the pizza oven attachment, you know, you don't have to monitor it quite as close as you would if you're cooking directly on it. Yeah. But you know, it is an oven. You want to make sure, and you know, cooking with propane, you always want to make sure you monitor that.
So hit that subscribe button, like, comment, do all the stuff that you can. It really helps us out.